Hi everyone, Wynn Brown here with our bi-weekly President's Update. I've got Erica Dack with me today from Haywood Medical Group. She's also a member of the President's Advisory Council, and so she's volunteered to be with me here today, so welcome.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, I'm glad. And maybe you could tell everybody a little bit about what you do at the medical group.
I work at Haywood Health Center for Women, and I've been there for 19 years. I'm a certified medical assistant, and now I'm head of the Employee Activity Committee. And we have lots of things.
Lots of things going on. So that came out of one of the four teams that we put together out of the President's Advisory Committee. You grabbed that bull by the horns, and we've got a Facebook page for employees now.
Over 400 members.
Wow.
So that's good.
That's good. And we've had some activities already. We've got some coming up. Maybe you want to talk about those?
Yeah. We had a really successful dodgeball night, and that was a hit. And that will start planning for a fall tournament sometime in August. So stay tuned for that announcement. We have a bus trip in October 19th. We are going to Salem, Mass. And stay tuned, and the Pulse will announce when that sign up opens. We are trying to plan an employee get-together, maybe a barbecue or a picnic. And then one thing that I'm really excited about that we just started to plan is a women's defense workshop. And I'm really in the early stages of talking to a few people about that.
And those ideas really come from staff. Dodgeball came from Dr. Vortisross, and we were like, really? And then it turned out to be this amazing success.
People wanted to throw things at each other. It was really good.
So if someone has an idea of something they want to do, they should come
reach out to me. Email is best, or through the Facebook page. That's okay too.
One of the events we talked about at the last President's Advisory Council was summer barbecues.
Yes.
Because Athol typically does one once a month, and we talked about doing one, and I think I just saw an August date in my calendar for a barbecue here on the Haywood campus.
Great.
So that will be coming out in the Pulse, coming up on email, and I bet on the employee Facebook page.
Absolutely, yes. Okay.
So ways to get engaged and do things together, and so I think it's wonderful to do social things too. What else do you want to talk about? What's going on? What's on employees' minds today?
What's on employees' minds today? I think everyone's doing their heart training.
Right.
People are talking about that. I think they dread it at first, but then once they go, it's really fun. It's very interactive. So it's a great,
it's 2.5 to less than 3 hours. I think we have over 900 of our over 1,400 employees already signed up, and our physicians are also participating, and our advanced practice providers. So everybody in the Haywood family is doing that. I think that's going to hopefully set a really nice baseline for us. Oh, maybe it's one of the employees calling right now.
And then of course, everybody, I know especially in my office, the new Athol building is really a huge part of our conversation during the day, getting that set up. We got a tour, it's beautiful.
Yeah, and so today is a big day. So today is the 17th of July, and this morning at 5 a.m. we turned the lights on. Well, they were already on, but the Athol ER went live today. And on Friday we moved in for the specialty in primary care, and on Monday we started providing HAMG Medical Group practices in the new medical office building. That was Dr. Cruz in particular is there now full-time for primary care, and then our specialists will be rotating through, and Dr. Duda is supposed to arrive this summer.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The old medical office building. Athol.
Right, so behind Athol is the old medical office building.
Very old.
Very old. And actually they're going to begin the abatement work on that today. Because it has some asbestos in it. We didn't realize that the roof, underneath the roof, was some asbestos, so we have an unexpected expense and project there, and so they're going to begin the abatement so we can demolish that and then turn that into the parking lot for the visitors for the ER. So that's underway, and we will very shortly cordon off the old ER, and that will become, be gutted to become radiology. And also this morning, they closed the current main entrance, the original main entrance to the hospital. So now all visitors and patients coming to the hospital will come through the new main entrance. So a lot of things happening this week at Athol. It's very exciting.
It is exciting, and it looks great.
Yeah,
I know the community's excited.
They are very excited about it.
How about new staff, new doctors?
So we have a couple new physicians joining us this fall. In October, Dr. Monan is coming. He is a new infectious disease physician, so we will have an infectious disease physician 3 days a week on campus, which is going to be fantastic for our physicians and our patients. And then we have Dr. Sweta Desai coming in January, and she will be a second pulmonologist, working with Dr. Wallach. Actually, they are former partners from a number of years ago, and so she's a very talented pulmonologist and critical care physician. So those are a couple new ones that we haven't talked about before that are in the chute on their way here.
Awesome, that's great. Is there any other staff updates or?
Well, we did
new
do
additions?
new additions. Yes, we do have a couple changes going on at the senior management team. And we made that announcement via email, but not everybody might have seen it. Nora Salavardos has been named the permanent chief nursing officer. She's been the acting chief nursing officer here, and she is now the permanent one. And Carol Rosa has taken on the title of vice president of operations as well as our chief information officer. So that is permanent. We have a new VP. Rosanna Penny has joined us as the vice president of perioperative services and chief APP, advanced practice provider, working in partnership with Dr. Heenahan, especially on that. She will also be leading our surgery center development project. Great. So a couple big things there, and as you know, ORs are very important to us. And the advanced practice providers, as that group of employees and providers grows, they need a voice and a person to go to as well. And so really, from the medical staff, we're making an investment there.
That's great.
I think, and Dr. Bob Crosby. Bob Crosby, our CFO, is leaving at the end of this month. He was sort of heading, I think, originally into a semi-retirement with probably another gig that he wanted to do, but he was approached earlier than expected by Franciscan Children's out of Boston to be their chief financial officer. They need a lot of help right now, and so he's agreed to go take that role.
That's great.
But we are in the midst of a search to replace him already because his departure was known. So we're just going to go a little faster.
Very good. Parking is always an issue. Any updates there?
So the current update is we engaged Walker Parking Consultants, I think is the name of their company. And you might have seen last month they were doing people in the parking lots doing counting at different times. And so we're trying to get together a comprehensive parking plan of what our true needs are based on statistics so that we can put together a plan and then go back to the city with a comprehensive request around how we might be able to expand our parking.
Right. Any other facility updates?
We've ordered a bunch of new furniture. I know new ICU beds have been ordered, bedside furniture in the Watkins building. Obviously, we have a lot of new equipment and things at the AFL campus as well. They have a couple new vents that are imminently arriving for the new ER. So a lot of things going on right now.
That's great. Can I put you on the spot for just 1 second?
I bet I know what the answer is.
This is for my friends at Haywood House at DeForman. Any update on our renovation?
So we actually just talked, we just actually a 2-day offsite retreat with the senior leadership team, and one of the big projects we need to push forward, we talked about, was both getting the OB reno done and also moving forward and getting Haywood Health Center for Women, the old pharmacy done and do that. So yes, I don't have a firm timeline, but it was put up there on the pressing. It's coming. I know. We have such huge facility needs, Frank and his team trying to get to a lot of things, and the APOL project in particular has taken a lot of time for us too. So they were all there. All facilities was there this morning, making sure everything was going well for people. So we've not lost sight of it.
I know everyone's working hard.
I think actually, just quite frankly, I think Frank is kind of stalling it because that's where he's hiding all of his material, all his carpeting and his flooring and equipment, and he needs a place to put that. I think that's really what's going on.
Okay.
Not to pass the buck, but I think that's what he's doing. He's a hoarder.
He's a hoarder. Uh-oh.
It's okay. We need things.
Anything else?
I'm trying to think. We just did across the board wage adjustments for all staff last week, and we made some changes to certain job classifications where the market has moved a little bit faster. So we did that. I think this is our 11th consecutive year of increases. So that has been you know, that's a challenge for us. We do financially, we are on budget, slightly ahead of plan, which is great, because last year we didn't have the best financial year, and so, you know, all those difficult changes and decisions we've made seem to be playing out, and so we seem to be on par. You know, for us, a 1% margin is a great year. It's not like we're thinking that we have a 50% margin. It's like a 1%.
Absolutely.
But we need to do that to be able to keep on our track. And I think we've, knock on wood, we have 3 more months to end the year, and I think we'll end in as planned or maybe a little bit better.
Great. That's great. We're growing.
We are growing.
Good.
Which is, parking is an issue.
Yeah.
I predict that we're going to have a parking issue perhaps at Athol as well as we continue to grow. So those are good problems to have.
Absolutely.
And so we'll just got to figure out how to deal with them. Well, thanks for coming today. Appreciate it. Great co-host. Maybe you'll come back again.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Good.
Okay.
High five.
High five. Boom. Thank you. Everybody have a great day.